Welcome to Big League Dreaming, the podcast, a show about fulfilling your dreams and taking it to the next level. Whether it's baseball or life, we all just want to get better. Better as players, coaches, and teammates. Our mantra, life is built on dreams.
Ever since I was a kid,
oh yeah,
I was big league dreaming.
For
as long as I live,
always,
I'm big league dreaming.
I never got to bat in the major leagues. I'd have liked to have that chance, just once. To stare down a big league pitcher. Make him think you know something he doesn't. Chance to squint at a sky so blue that it hurts your eyes just to look at. To feel the tingle in your arm as you connect with the ball. To run the bases, stretch a double into a triple, and flop face first. Wrap your arms around the bag. That's my wish, Rick Kinsella.
On today's podcast, you meet us, the Gonzalez family from Comstock Park, Michigan. I'm John Gonzalez, a longtime baseball fan and former coach who has worked with players of all ages, from t-ball to the collegiate level. And I have three sons, Zach, Ty, and Zane, who all played collegiately and pursued their own big league dreams. What can you expect from this podcast? Well, we'll interview current and former players, as well as coaches and instructors, and we'll dive deep on topics such as the MLB draft or how the college game is changing. Think of this as a dinner conversation with our family. First, you'll hear from Zach, who is based in Charlotte, North Carolina. He is my oldest son, who works full-time in admissions at a local college, but he still finds time to work part-time in minor league baseball. Then I talk about the value of putting in the work with my middle son, Ty, who also is the show's producer. He is based in Kentwood, Michigan, and he works for a manufacturing company, but he's coached high school baseball after his playing days were over. And lastly, you'll hear from Zane, who still remains in baseball as the pitching coach at Indiana University South Bend, which just started their conference tournament this weekend. Me, I'm just a dad who hopes this podcast brings you a little inspiration to follow your big league dreams. Now, let's get to the show.
I do remember I was probably 10, 11 years old, and you took us to a couple travel tournaments, and I was seeing kids play that are my age outside of Little League, which was pretty shocking of how well those kids were compared to our small local Little League that we had. And then I remember you asking me if I wanted to try out for a showcase team out in Lansing. And you're like, if we're going to do this, we got to do it. And I said, yeah, let's go for it. And ended up making that premier travel team. And that year, my game just took off because I was playing against the best kids from around the state of Michigan, and we would go out of state to play. So from there on, my love for the game got so much better because I was playing against better talent. I could see that I was one of the better. I could compete at that level. So that gave me a lot of determination to keep sticking with it throughout my career, essentially.
Well, I always loved your dedication because I was one of those dads and coaches, and I know you know this, that I didn't push, right? I mean, I didn't say, like, what are you doing? You know, you should be out there working out, you know, you should. I'd never had to push, especially with you. I mean, all three boys that I have, you were the one that I never had to say, like, you should be out there doing something because you're sitting here playing video games. You did play video games, but I never had to say to you, like, if you really want to be big league dreaming, if you really want to make this, you know, your passion and where you want to go, you need to get it working. And I'll tell you, a lot of kids don't have that drive. The ones that I think are successful are the ones that do that without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
You notice that too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it didn't really need to be pushed on me just because of just how I grew up, you know, just watching you do everything for us and always working and always being awake and always doing stuff. It kind of just rubs off on you, and it's just kind of your upbringing. It's just kind of a part of you. Yeah,
it's part of your DNA. It's just how you live.
You do, in a sense, because you think that's what needs to be done. So I saw them playing baseball all the time, so I just gravitated towards it. And I think having them, Zach and Ty, just being good mentors to me and loving the game and teaching the game to me as well as you know, going to Whitecaps games, always talking about baseball. Just, I don't know, I think it helped me become a good player and, you know, really become a good student of the game and learn the game more than just, you know, the simple things of, you know, where to throw the baseball. It's just, you know, really learning in depth about it, and it kind of broadened my knowledge of the game.
Hey, it's Ty here from Big League Dreaming Podcast. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitter at BLDPod. That is at BLDPOD. We'd love to hear from you.